Over the course of your career, you're going to encounter various games that I like to call key games. These key games carry more significance than regular games due to things like your opponent or the playoff ramifications of the game. Now check this out. Key games give you twice as many skill points as regular games, so make sure you're ready to ball when they trigger. Key games don't come easy, my man.
And 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg. Glad to have you on board. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. Last game for them in Houston, a nice road win taking on the Rockets. And they must have caught them off guard, Clark, because it wasn't even close.
We really saw them work under the basket with efficiency, grabbing rebounds on both sides of the court, offensively and defensively. They out-rebounded them defensively and then got plenty of second chances at the offensive end.
Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. We've got Schrempf. Gary Payton is out there with Hersey Hawkins. Then it's Perkins. And for the Bulls, the General, he's in at the point. Dennis Rodman is out there with Longley. Then it's Michael Jordan and Pippen. 24 home wins for the Chicago Bulls last year, Clark. About what you'd expect from them.
Yeah, I was not surprised. That's a reasonable expectation for the Bulls. But if they want to make the leap to being a top seed in the East, they'll need to up that this year and be a truly unstoppable team at home. Oh! Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Here's Payton. Turned in an outstanding game against Golden State. Here's Hawkins. He's off from three. Sonics on D. They come in fresh off the win against the Warriors.
They did a lot of things right. An awful lot was done right, especially at the offensive end. I thought they did a nice job exploiting every possession. They were smart with the ball, and they really looked very fluid. Nothing was forced. Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Outside, Rodman. Here's the General. Outside, Jordan. 3 on the clock. Over Hawkins. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
With the high basketball IQ at the offensive end, this guy is just waiting for you to make one mistake as a defender. If you do, he'll take advantage of it.
Number 22, covered by Longley. Perkins with the bucket. Here's the General. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable.
Get through.
Again, Chicago.
So far, I don't think you can ask for a better start to the game for them. 4 for 4 thus far.
Number 22, and he gets the bucket. Foul is called. 1 free throw for him.
Potential three-point play now, Kevin. He earned that one.
Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. Here's the General, averaging 30 points per contest. Covered by Payton. Rodman kicks to Pippen. Longley, he dishes it. Here's Rodman. Schrempf yanks it down off the glass.
And that makes them 4 or 5 now. Their first miss of the game. Terrific start thus far.
Deflects the pass. Down low. Pass to Jordan.
Nice anticipation right there to snatch that one.
Here's Payton, and almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Pippen, and he ties it up.
The Bulls only had 13 wins against the West last year. They need to make better progress in that area.
Sometimes your style doesn't fit with another conference, and that might be the case with Chicago.
Could possibly be. Excellent point.
Here's the General. Now here's Pippen. Jordan with a screen on Schrempf. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. You know, Clark, going back to the Bulls against the Western Conference, 17 and 13 the prior year, to that 2009, and then they flipped it around.
Yeah, I think they're maturing as a team right now, Kevin. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see them break out and win 20 or more against the West this season.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Payton, right now averaging 27 points a game. And here's Perkins from 20 feet out. And the basket by Payton.
They start off shooting 80% from the field after that last one. That's a great start for them.
Now Longley leads him with the pass.
When he gets it going like this, you've got to double team it. That's your only hope.
And here are the Sonics. This is the second outing of the season against the Bulls.
Turnovers, they're just like missing breakfast, Kevin. At some point, they're coming back to bite you. You've got to make sure you get it started off right with a good breakfast.
Don't miss breakfast.
Don't miss breakfast. The same thing with turnovers. Squeeze the orange. Take care of the basketball.
Schrempf gets the rebound.
They'll allow him to get that off all day.
Hawkins passes to Payton. The dump off. Schrempf with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Payton's shot is off.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Turnover by the Bulls. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. Taking a look at Chicago, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individual.
And he puts it down with authority. Spite slam cam for another angle.
It's a great look ahead up court to set up the easy, fast break finish.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
One of the big things they did, shot blocking. Big-time shot blocking. You don't see this kind of impact very often. There were some exciting plays going on in the shot blocking arena.
Stolen.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their third turnover in this quarter. Here's Longley. Nails it from close range. Here's Payton. He has 6. Takes it up, and he lays that one up and in. Payton's got his third basket of the night right there. Here's the general. He has 6. Now Payton defending. Tipped.
And already, that's 4 turnovers. Trailing here in the first, they need to be more aware of what the defense is trying to do and then attack it that way.
Hawkins against Pippen. Here's Schrempf. Michael Jordan grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 4. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Plays like that are what makes this league so great. He's a special player.
I don't care if you're a fan of another team. You have to admire someone, Clark, who can make those types of plays. Inside to Perkins. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Perkins got 6.
Great vision on display there. The pass led him perfectly to the basket. That's how you do it.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Chicago Bulls, a game behind. And the Sonics looking at change right here. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Here's the general from deep. And it's Hawkins with the rebound.
You know, he can sink it from out there. It didn't happen that time, but at least it's in the back of the defense's mind that he will let it fly from there.
Cummings backs down. Kept alive. Here's Perkins. Offline with the layup after the quick pump fake. The general connects from in close. 10 points for him.
I tell you what, Kevin, both teams have been on a tear. This could be a very high-scoring game.
Here's Perkins, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. First free throw is good. Making a switch here, the Bulls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Jordan. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston. Left side, Rodman. Great anticipation. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by Pippen.
Uh-oh. A little bit of a statement made there while he hung on the rim.
That's one way to make sure the whole building knows exactly what you just did.
Get the perimeter!
Payton outside. From the wing, and that's good for 2. Payton's got 10 points in the game.
Right now, their offense is playing through him, actually going through him just about every time, and he's answered the call with tremendous play.
Here's the general, covered by Payton. Shot's good. He's got 14.
Boy, sharing the sugar, spreading the wealth, that's a good team effort.
And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
Take a look at what Payton's been doing. He's already up to 10 points and 4 assists. Coming out and starting this one big so far.
That one misses.
There's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots to get an edge in the rebounding area.
Here's Payton. 11 points in the game. And here's Schrempf. Cummings backs in. Seattle missing again.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
And they take the lead. He's got 18.
He's percolating right now. Just keep putting the ball in his hand.
Guarded by Pippen. Perkins with a screen on Pippen. Hawkins takes the 3, connects. And the Sonics lead by 2. Here's the general. 18 points for him. Covered by Payton. Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Here's the general. Off the mark from 3.
Hey, he can hit from that range. I think he missed that one, but the defense is going to want to tighten up on him out there.
I see him, I see him.
Here's Hawkins. Automatic. Here's the general. Right now averaging 31 points a game. Pass to Jordan. Schrempf against Pippen. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
And the Sonics making a change right here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Payton. 11 points in the game. Hawkins with it. It's dumped off. Robert Parrish comes up with the rebound. Here's the general. Buries it from outside. 21 points in the game.
Got an open look out there in transition and did not hesitate. That's a nice shot.
Post it.
Perkins with it. To the paint. Number 22. Robert Parrish comes up with the rebound. Here's the general. Puts the hammer down.
That's a terrific play. All he had to do was catch it and finish.
Sonics trail by 3. Payton kicks to Hawkins. Can they get it? Payton can't get it to go. The Bulls leading by 3. The alley-oop. Pippen.
Oh! Down hard! A monster throwdown. Wow! Boom! Fantastic pass for the alley-oop. You gotta love that action.
Looks like they've worked on that one before, Clark.
Yeah, they've done it countless times.
Here's Payton. 1:48 left in the first. And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Here's Payton. 11 points in the game. Here's Hawkins. It's blocked.
He's had some problems finding the range here in this quarter.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. It's a 5-point game. A shot's good from Parrish.
These guys are in the zone. They're taking it over.
Sonics trail by 7. Payton outside. "13 feet out." Perkins with the bucket. Perkins got 10 points in the game.
My goodness, it seems like he's got every point this quarter. Just an amazing job helping to cut into this lead.
Come on, back it up, man.
Outside Pippen. From down low. Another one falls for Chicago.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Payton right side. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. The break is up.
Hey, right there, right there.
Kukoc against Perkins.
Hit me down low.
Kept alive. And again, it's Robert Parrish. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
Payton outside. He dumps it off. Hawkins passes to Payton. From deep. Payton with another miss. Brown with it. Boy, that win against the Rockets. He's another guy who really showed up to play.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
And here is Payton. They trail by 11. With 2 seconds left. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Pippen. And the first one at the line is good.
They find themselves down here in the first, and a lot of that can be attributed to the early foul trouble.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's the general. And some great offensive action to get this one underway in the first. Bulls lead by 9.
Well, they've been getting out on the break and finding easy buckets. You got to give them credit. They've been working their tails off.
And we'll return momentarily. Now the second quarter about to start. Sonics making a switch here. The general, he's in at point guard. There with Dennis Rodman. Then it's Longley and Jordan. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Longley can't get it to go. Sonics trail by 7. Payton kicks to Elo. Stripped it away. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago.
Hey, right there.
Payton outside. Longley against Schrempf. Stolen away.
You got to have a vice grip on that ball in the low post. You got to really squeeze it.
Here's Jordan. Jordan with another miss. And here's Seattle.
Watch him, man.
Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's the general. Oh, might have had a 3-point play, but he couldn't power it down. He'll shoot 2.
Wise foul there, Kevin. You can't give up the easy dunk.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Hawkins. 8 points for him. Guarded by Jordan. Hawkins shot good. Here's the general. 4-point game. Covered by Peyton. Here's Longley. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
And the first one drops.
Boy, they've done an outstanding job from the stripe in this quarter. It's actually been perfect, flawless. And to maintain this lead, you've really got to continue to knock down your free throws. If you don't, and if you're not making your free throws, then you're hurting your team.
Peyton kicks to Perkins. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You can simply tell, Kevin, I mean, they want the ball more right now.
And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession. Here's Peyton. 14 points for him. Now Hawkins. Guarded by Jordan. The tray. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point. Kevin, you know, I love that. Finishing strong.
For a backcourt player, Clark, he looks right at home, driving to the hoop. Here is Hawkins. He's got 10. Pass to Peyton. Tosses it up. Inside to Perkins. And the layup is good. Perkins got 12 in the game.
Well, he's really doing all he can to keep his team in the game here. What a tremendous effort.
The general through contact and a whistle, and he'll go to the line. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. You look at the Bulls. They really know how to get everyone involved, the best in the NBA.
You know, Kevin, you look at both of these teams, and passing and ball movement have really become priorities, a focal point for both of them.
They also know how to get the ball to their teammates. They can find the open man and let him knock him down. Well, Clark, now it looks like we've got an injury, and he may have to come out of the game. That doesn't look good.
Tough break there, Kevin. You hate to see a guy go down with an injury. Let's hope he can get back soon. Boy, they've upped their free throw percentage to around 90% here. That's an a great job. Excellent defense, and the steal earns them a quick bucket in transition.
Here comes Gary Payton. 14 points for him. Shoots it, got a piece of it, but they get it back. Another block. He stays with it. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at the Lakers. Right now they're off to a fast start. First place in the conference. 2.5 games away. The first one falls. And Clark for... Sonics making a switch here. And it's the Sonics with the ball. They trail by 7. It's tipped. It's 2-on-1. Up ahead. Here's Jordan. Goes up. Laid in for 2 with the pretty feed there. Jordan's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And also, time difference-wise, it can be harder, I think, on Western teams.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, easier to sleep in than it is to get up early, for sure. I'm one who adheres to that philosophy.
They'll be taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. On defense, Chicago. They have a 9-point lead. And here is Harper. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Houston. About 4.5 minutes left in the half. Here's Payne. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. They'll be taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. And the first one at the line is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, they've got the lead, and they're controlling the glass. Right now, they have a +10 rebound advantage.
And it's the Sonics with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Got the bucket and the foul. The and one is good, so a 3-point play that time. Here is Harper, averaging 10 points per contest. Right side, Jordan takes it up. The shot is off. And it's the Sonics taking it the other way.
He hasn't been able to contribute as well as he wanted to. But in spite of that, they still have the lead, and that's a good sign.
The Bulls leading by 7. Here's the General. He has 35. Pound kicks to Jordan. Here's the General. Passes it back. Stewart corrals the miss inside. Now here are the Sonics. They trail by 7. Fouled, and he was real close to getting the 3-point opportunity. He'll go to the line for 2. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
Brown, good.
That's a nice finish in transition, partner. That's exactly how you run the break.
Cuts off the pass.
They haven't adjusted to the defensive intensity they're facing, and it's resulted in far too many turnovers here. I mean, just in this quarter alone, they've been throwing it all over the gym.
Wingate, he's guarded by Harper. Stewart, and oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. No good on that one. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Here's the General. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Now here are the Sonics. Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. On defense, Chicago. Wingate, he's guarded by Harper. Here's Wingate. The Sonics again can't hit.
Well, he missed that one, and it's no surprise. That was one tough shot.
Baseline jumper. Harper, no good. And here are the Sonics. It's a 10-point game. Here's McMillan. Blocked. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And I love the unselfishness. It's a joy to watch.
Pass to Jordan. Oh, he's bumped by the D, and he'll go to the line.
Take a look at what Jordan's done. He has 9 points and 2 steals. What energy he's shown today, whether it's on the offensive end or on D. I like his aggressiveness here in the quarter. He's getting to the line much more than he did earlier.
And the Bulls making a change here. And the Sonics making a change right here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Hawkins. 29 points for him last game against Golden State. Pass to Payton. The dump off.
Watch it!
Just fine.
Oh, watch out Malone. Run for cover, young fella. What about the setup? I mean, there are assists, and then man, there are delicious dimes.
Well, putting it up there soft and throwing it down hard. Longley can't get it to go.
That shot didn't have a chance. He doesn't have the softest touch, and the defense was in his jersey. Got to look for a better shot.
Get there, get there. Shoot it, shoot it. Go, I got him.
Payton, right side, goes up and finished off with a two-hand slam.
There's always the chance for something special to happen when he's headed to the basket.
Well, you can anticipate it, but as a defender, you can't necessarily stop it. Here's the general. 37 points for him.
I'm over right here.
Pass to Pippen. Now here's Rodman. It's rebounded by Perkins. They can end up with the final possession depending on how they play the clock. Here's Payton. Here's Hawkins. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. He's got 13.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
I got it.
And here's Longley.
Right here.
To the middle. Here's the general. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Gary Payton. And he makes the first. He's off on the second. Got a piece of it. Sonics trail by 6.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
3 seconds left. It's blocked. They recover it.
So far, no points in the quarter. He's been bagel. They don't have much of a chance here if he's not producing for them.
That'll do it for the first half. More great action when we return.
And we got a fun one going on in Chicago as HP presents our halftime report. Some strong play for
So the start of the third quarter here, and it's been a close game, and we'll see if either team can get an edge. Here's the general. He has 38 in the game. The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. Perkins out there is Schrempf. Then it's Gary Payton. Then it's Hersey Hawkins. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. They're 4th in the league. So good.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Good on both. Here is Hawkins. He's got 13. Now Perkins lets it go from the wing. Kept alive. The second chance effort. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more. And he completes the three-point play. Here's the general. He has 40. Back to Rodman. Outside Pippen. Schrempf covering. Fires from the elbow. Scooped up. Another shot. The shot by Rodman, no good.
Well, he doesn't have the softest touch. And with the D right in his face, that made all the difference.
Perkins with it. And another basket for Seattle. Here's the general, averaging 32 points a game. It's Pippen on the wing. Schrempf covering. Here's the general. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, they appear to be a little tight after halftime.
Perkins snatched away. Jordan kicks to Pippen. Schrempf covering. Fires from the high post. Scooped up. And Dennis Rodman with the slam.
He is so tenacious on the board. How many times have we seen putbacks like that from him?
He can clear off the paint like very few others can.
You know what you might call him, Kevin? A rebounding virtuoso.
I like that. That's right. Hawkins. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Here's the general. Covered by Payton. Rodman passes to Pippen. Shoots it up. Again, the miss by Pippen. Sonics trail by 4. Here's Hawkins. Jordan knocks it away.
Way to move it up court. That's a great pass.
Here's Payton. He's got 14.
Come on, man, box him up. Get inside.
Here is Perkins. Some solid defense by Rodman.
This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players. He made sure to get a little extra hang time there, just to rub it in the defender's face a bit.
Look out below. I wasn't sure he was ever going to come down. Seattle calls timeout. And the Sonics making a change right here. Here is Hawkins. 17 points in the game. Perkins with a screen on Pippen. Gets a good look. That's good. And they cut it to 6.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
The Bulls leading by 6. Here's the general. He's got 44. Here's Jordan. Cummings corrals the miss off the defensive glass.
I got ball. Get down.
Payton kicks to Hawkins. And here's Schrempf. Cummings backs him down. Shoots. And another basket for Seattle.
I bet the defense was a bit surprised when they saw him finish that play.
Pass to Jordan. Connects from 13 feet out. Jordan's got 13.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Now Schrempf dumps it off. Cummings backs down.
Shoot that. All you.
Schrempf against Pippen. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Chicago leading. Their next game is at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here comes Payton. He's got 14. Leads him in. Blocked. The Bulls leading by 6. Lobs it up. Jordan. Schrempf covering.
Boy, these guys have a terrific feel for each other. You have to in order to make plays like that.
Don't you think you can tell that they love being on the court together?
Boy, they're having a good time.
Here's Payton. Just one more assist and he'll have the double-double.
Come on, man, box him up.
Pippen against Schrempf. Here's Cummings. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
That's a good call by the referee. There was definitely some contact on the release of the shot.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. Here's the general. Just over 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Covered by Payton. Hawkins with it. Here's Pippen. Off from three-point land.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
Here's the general. He's got 44. Covered by Payton. From downtown. And it's Pippen again missing.
Kick it out! Kick it out!
Here's Cummings. Shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
He just hasn't been able to get on track in this game. Not like he would like to. He's a much better shooter than he's shown.
The general sets a pick. Here's Jordan. And the Bulls with another miss.
An outstanding pick there, and he still couldn't get the basket. Next time he gets a look that good, he's got to make it count.
Payton kicks to Perkins. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Perkins got 21.
A good pass, Kevin, is a combination of timing and accuracy. That was excellent. He was in mid-shot, but dished it off when he saw the open man.
Outside, Rodman deflects the pass. Here's the general, covered by Payton. Perkins is tagged with the reach. That is his first foul of the game. And the Sonics making a change right here. Here's the general, outside Jordan. Fouled as he went in for the jam. The D saved the dunk, and he'll shoot free throws. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Here is Hawkins. He's got 19. Schrempf a screen on Jordan. They double him with Jordan. All alone. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Hawkins. Payton's got 16. Chicago with the ball. The lead is 2. Inload to Longley. Deflected. Great finish in traffic. And the Bulls lead by 4.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Here's Schrempf. Kept alive. Perkins. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
That's where you want to be getting the majority of your shots from on offense.
And so here is Chicago. A 2-point game. Here's Longley. No good. And as the Sonics taking it the other way. Hawkins with it. Takes it up. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's the general. He's covered by Hawkins. Outside Jordan. Scooped up. Rodman with the bucket. Rodman's got his third basket of the night right there. Sonics trail by 4. Now Perkins. 23 points in the game. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman. On the line. Rebounded. Here's Hawkins. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. The Bulls leading by 4. Outside Jordan. Here's Pippen. Rebounded. Here's Payton. 16 points for him. Buries the short-range shot. Payton's got 18 points. Here's the general. 4-point game. And here's Longley. He has 6. Here's the general, and it's Chicago scoring again.
He's not normally a prolific scorer, but he's given them a big lift in this one.
I see him, I see him.
Here's Payton, number 22. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. He's got 9.
Way to distribute the basketball.
Pippen against Schrempf. Schrempf against Pippen. With the shot. The shot by Jordan, no good.
You have to question his shot selection, Kevin. Poor shots equal bricks and misses.
Here's Hawkins. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. He's got 21. It's a close game here in Chicago. Here's the general, covered by Payton. Pass to Pippen. Looking to heat up a bit. And he gets it to go. They call the foul. He'll get a chance to make it 3.
This is what this team is all about right here. They're forcing their way inside and having a lot of success. That's their identity.
And the Sonics making a change right here. Here's the general. Pass to Jordan. Elo covering. That left Schrempf comes up with the rebound. Sonics trail by 5. So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. The general in a 2-guard. Pippen is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Harper. Here's Graham, guarded by Pippen. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Elo can't hit. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's the general. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball.
And the one-handed jam to finish.
That's right, fella. Don't be afraid to power it down.
Yeah, Clark, a good camper at the end of that play. Outside Harper. Pass to Pippen. Releases. No luck. And Seattle will go the other way with it. Elo kicks to Graham. Back to Elo. And he hits that one from down low.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
Now Harper. Back to Jordan. The steal. Here's Graham. And another basket for Seattle.
Well, I tell you what, it's not a good sign for the defense if he's getting off.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he addressed his basketball team. He told them, keep pushing hard to the end. Just finish out these last few minutes, and we'll be able to come away with a W. Kevin?
That was vicious. I mean, real vicious. He hung on the rim just to say, you realize this is my basket, don't you?
That is a nice finishing touch, Clark.
You think he bent the rim there, Kevin?
I think he did, sure. Look at it. And stolen by Jordan. Harper kicks to Jordan. Here's the general. From the wing. Kept alive. Campbell dumps it home.
When he can turn a missed shot into that kind of slam, maybe the miss was a good thing.
Well, and what a lift it gives a team to see that type of play.
Well, he's leading by example. He's actually walking the talk when he makes plays like that.
Elo can't hit.
Boy, he had a good look. I think, boy, when you run the fast break correctly, it's a thing of beauty.
Here's Payton. Just over 6 minutes left in the fourth. Here's Graham. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. He's got 11. 9 in this quarter alone. The Bulls leading by 5. It's tipped. Here's the general. Turnover by the Bulls. Luke Longley's checked in for the Bulls. Rodman comes in for Ron Harper. And the Sonics making a change right here. Here's Payton. Here's Schrempf. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds. Here's the general. pass to Jordan. Number 22 gets the whistle for blocking. And that'll be his third foul so far.
That's a smart play to take it right at him aggressively and pick up the blocking call.
Here's the general. He's covered by Hawkins. Backing down is Jordan. Just 4 to shoot. And it'll go the other way. The Bulls turn it over.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
Sonics trail by 5. Number 22.
Wow. It's been all offense all game. Everybody's got the hot hand.
The Bulls leading by 3. Here's the general. Outside Jordan. Pass to Rodney. It's taken away by Payton.
Man, are they playing aggressively on defense. Great team leads to easy offense.
Here's the general. Under 5 minutes left in the game. Will it go? Bullseye! Here's Payton. Shaq working against Pippen. And stolen by Jordan. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Jordan against Hawkins to tie it up. No good.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We've got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
Here's Jordan, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. Here's Payton. Tipped. Hawkins passes to Payton.
Come here.
Blocked. Dives for it. It stays here.
Good defensive footwork shut down his path to the basket.
Making a switch here, the Bulls.
Inside.
Here is Hawkins. Jordan with some nice D.
Well, the defense put pressure on him, and frankly, he'll miss some of those even when he's wide open. Not many point guards, Kevin, attack the rim like that.
Well, he's got that spring in his stride, able to just pop it up there.
All he needs is one step, and then boom, he's throwing it down.
He dumps it off, launches it. Shrimp commits the loose ball foul. That's his 5th foul. Making a switch here, the Bulls. Parrish is checked in. Here's the general. Just over 3 minutes left to the 4th. Back to Pippen. Great D that time from Payton.
So far, it's been a challenge. He's been unable to get it going here in the 4th.
And here's Hawkins. Now Shrimp. He's picked up by Pippen. Payton kicks to Perkins.
The defense anticipated the kick out the whole time.
Here's Pippen. Hits the quick shot. Here's Payton. It's a 9-point spread. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Perkins. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. Dennis Rodman picks one up. And the first one drops. Making a switch here, the Bulls. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, they're making it look easy here. I mean, they're just automatic from the line.
The Bulls leading by 7. Outside Pippen.
On the wing.
Offside Pippen. Lets it go from the wing, and the Bulls tack on 2 more. Here's Payton. 2:05 left in the game. Seattle calls timeout. They're down by 9. 2:04 left in the 4th. Robert Parrish is checked in for Chicago. And it's the Sonics with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Here's Payton. Goes up. Laid in with the D draped all over him. Chicago calls timeout. They lead by 7. 1:56 left in the game. And the Bulls making a change here. Here's the general.
Watch the pick. Switch.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Rodman. Kept alive. Here's the general. He's covered by Hawkins. Here's the general. Back to Jordan. To the inside.
What a shot. Took the hit and was still able to maintain control to get it down.
Making a switch here, the Bulls. Parrish is checked in. And he makes the free throw. Here's Payton. 1:21 left in the fourth. Here's Schrempf. The shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Seattle running out of time. It's a 10-point game. And it's Schrempf again missing.
This quarter's been a disaster for him, Kevin. He just can't buy a bucket.
Here's the general. He's covered by Hawkins. It's Jordan on the wing. Parrish with it.
24.
Scooped up. Rodman no good. Seattle with the ball. Trailing by 10. Down low. Payton rips it down.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're leading by 8. 30 seconds left in the game. Making a switch here, the Bulls. Here's the general. Outside Jordan. Here's the general. Passes back. From the wing. No good from Jordan. Now here's Payton. And jammed in for 2 good eyes and hands there. Set it up.
That's really a terrific look inside. Set him up beautiful.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 6. 5 seconds left to the fourth. Here's the general, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game.
A tough break there, Kevin, but frankly, they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit anyhow.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Perfect from the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 4 seconds left in the game. Here is Hawkins. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
That about does it for Clark Kellogg and Doris Burke and the rest of our great crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for watching.
It has just been announced that you have been named the Conference Player of the Week for the past week. This is the first time you've received this award. Can we expect more of this from you in the future?
I'm definitely going to do my best to win Player of the Week every week, you know? I definitely couldn't have done it without help from my teammates, though, the coaches, and of course, the fans. Winning this award isn't what I work hard for all summer long, but it's certainly a great thing to get along the way towards the real prize.
It looks like you picked up a minor injury out there tonight. No worries, man. Those things happen. This looks to me like an injury you can play with, though. Now you have a choice to make. You can either sit out the injury, which will cause it to heal much faster, or you can play through the pain, though your attributes will take a slight hit for the duration of the injury. What's it gonna be, my man? Hey, you ever wonder why Steve Nash licks his hands? I met him at the 2004 All-Star Game in Los Angeles and asked him just that. He said, "I lick my fingers because I don't like when my hands get slick. Licking my fingers helps me keep a good grip on the ball." This key game pits your boys against one of their rivals, if not their biggest rival. These games always seem to carry a little more importance. It's not
The
just
general,
the W.
he arrived earlier today.
It's the pride
A
and the
shot before
adoration
the
of
game.
the fans. Get the
Greetings
job
from
done.
Cleveland, everyone. The Cavaliers have an Eastern Conference contest on their hands as they play this one at Quicken Loans Arena. Only one game away from Chicago here. The Bulls will be back home for the next one. They've already hit their stride, 3 games in without a loss.
You know, you're always center stage as a player, but in rivalry games, it's even heightened, Kevin. I mean, you really feel like you're in the middle of all of the action, and all eyes are on you. Everything in this game is going to be more scrutinized, reviewed deeper, and the media is going to revel in it, but the players get a chance to determine what the outcome is.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. The general, he's in at the point. Dennis Rodman is out there with Longley. Then there's Pippen and Jordan.
They're looking to apply some pressure on the ball here with the trapping defense.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I caught up with head coach Phil Jackson. When I asked him what his game plan would be for this game, as usual with coach, it's defense, defense, defense. He said he wants his team to challenge every shot and take every point against them personally. We could see a chippy battle out there if they take this challenge to heart. Let's watch it play out, guys.
Thanks, Doris. So defense is the key early on.
You know, it's not surprising, Kevin, when you think about the great team, so much of their game planning really starts at the defensive end of the floor.
You know, Clark, looking at the Cavs from last season, second straight year for them having the best record in the entire NBA.
You think about the atmosphere here at the Q. I mean, just an unbelievable place to play. Very, very difficult for opposing team. It's a fun atmosphere, and the noise in here can be deafening.
Here's Mills. Let's go with the three, and the basket good. Here's the general. Back to Rodman. Here's the general. Gets the whistle, and he'll go to the line. Thinking about this Bulls team knocked out by Cleveland in round one. Joakim Noah said he wanted the Cavs, but maybe bit off a little bit more than he could chew in that statement.
Well, you know what? It wasn't for lack of effort on his part. I thought he produced at a high level. The Bulls just need to mature a little bit and add an inside scoring presence to be able to challenge the Cavs.
Thinking back to that Bulls-Cleveland series, I will say those games were close. It wasn't a runaway.
No, I thought it was a competitive series. I think every time two teams that know each other really well meet in the playoffs, even if the series doesn't go a long way, it's still competitive.
Draws the foul. He'll get a trip to the line. You know, you talk about, leading your conference, 38 wins last year by this Cavalier team. That is dominating your conference.
Well, you only play 52 conference games with the current schedule. That's a winning percentage, Kevin. When you talk about 38 wins, that's just north of 70%. 7 out of every 10 times you take the floor in the conference, you're winning that ball game.
I mean, the teams are so familiar with each other. It's harder to prepare.
Yeah, it's much harder to prepare, but sometimes you grab a couple of those scheduling wins, we call it, when one team has been resting and the other has played 3 games in 4 nights.
Here's the general. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Pass to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. It's dumped off. Unload from 9. Rodman no good. On defense, Chicago. They trail by 1. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
You remember the last time they saw these guys was getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs.
So it's Cleveland now. Always a tough Clark getting knocked out so early.
Without question, they've had a lot of time to think about it, Kevin. Looks like they switched to man-to-man D here.
Here's Patopico, and Cleveland again with the bucket. Here's the general, right now averaging 31 points a game. It's Jordan on the wing. Leads him with the pass. Blocked. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Number 1. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Way to distribute the basketball.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
I think they kept the opposition really off balance for most of the game. They prevented any kind of rhythm or real flow from developing and forced a lot of turnovers in the process.
Here's the general. From 20 feet out, shot's good.
Finally able to get one down after starting off missing their first 3. That's definitely not the start they wanted.
Now Mills. Patopico backs him down. Connects from 13 feet out.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
Here's Chicago. It's a 5-point game. Here's Jordan. The shot misses. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Coming off that loss, and he puts it down with authority. Right slam cam for another angle.
Good execution on the break leads to the nice bucket.
Syrup Dennis Rodman pulls it in.
You can't D up a layup any better than that. Nice work.
Kicks to Rodman. Here's the general. And again, no good by Chicago. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 10-2 run here. For the...
That should be illegal, Kevin. What about the setup? I mean, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes.
Well, putting it up there soft and throwing it down hard. Here's the general, following the score by Cleveland. The tray hits the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Kevin, that's just not good defense. You can't be giving players of his talent level looks like that. Come on now.
Tipped and stolen by Jordan. Bulls trail by 6.
Great D leads to easy offense.
Just over 7 minutes left in the first quarter.
Watch this.
Here's Sura. Off the mark from 3. Here's Longley. Not on the scoreboard yet. Can't connect on the quick shot. Now Mills. It's tipped.
Boy, the turnovers are piling up pretty quickly here. We've seen them doing quite a bit of sloppy ball handling.
That's their 3rd turnover in this quarter. The general gets the reach-in call. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Mills, averaging 9 points per contest.
They're really doing a nice job, a really good job of getting everything they want in this quarter. Just good, solid basketball.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Here's the general. 9 points in the game so far. He dumps it off. The shot by Rodman, no good.
Well, he doesn't have the softest touch. And with the D right in his face, that made all the difference.
Who got ball? Who got
Number 1. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. 10 wins in the Central Division last year, Clark, for the Chicago Bulls.
And, Kevin, that's a solid record given what you have to deal with in that division. Some good teams there.
That one misses.
What's really hurt him, Kevin, is the missed free throws. You got to cash in on those frees.
And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Mills. Can't extend the lead to double digits. Bulls trail by 8, and Chicago turns it over. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. Take a look at the Cavaliers. Cavaliers making a switch here. And Cleveland has possession. They're leading by 8. There's the double team with Pippen. Here's Marshall. Drops it in from beyond the arc.
They've been outstanding here in the first quarter. Great spacing, excellent passing, and the three-point shooting has been unbelievable.
Here's Chicago. They trail by 11. Here's the general. Buries the free throw line jumper. 11 points in the game. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Number 1 takes it up. Buries the short-range shot.
It's early, and they still have time to get back in this game before it gets out of hand if they make. A couple of adjustments.
Pass to Pippen.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Baseline jumper, and the jumper falls for him. Pippen's got 6. And Cleveland has possession. 9-point game. Serve guarded by Jordan. Here's Marshall, and he lays that one up and in.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor, so the early lead is no surprise.
Here's the general. 11 points in the game. Outside Jordan. A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line. 17 wins on the road with 24 losses for the Bulls this past season.
Yeah, and that's inverse of the home record, and they finished at 41-41 for 2 straight years, Kevin. That's about as middle of the pack as you can get.
And Cleveland has possession. Number 1. It's blocked. Bulls trail by 9. The break is up. Goes up. Jordan with the bucket.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Back to West. Whips in the reverse jam.
Oh, my word. Come on. That is so pretty. Turn that back to the basket and throw it down.
Now we're seeing some really special moves out there. Pass to Pippen. Here's the general, averaging 32 points a game. And Clark, our stat guy, follows up on what you just said, saying that they had inverse records for home and away in 2009 as well, if you'd believe that.
Huh? I mean...
Yeah, that's what he told me. I'm just reading what he wrote down.
All right, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it, but we'll see if they can break that trend this time around to get off of that 500 overall record and flip the script on the inverse home and road records. How about that?
Well said.
All
I
right.
understood it.
Okay. So did I.
And the Bulls making a change here.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
Outside Jordan.
Shoot it.
Pippen, no luck.
There's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots to get an edge in the rebounding area.
Here's the general, 11 points in the game. The shot is off, and Cleveland will take it the other way. Number 1, guarded by Pippen. West a screen on Pippen. Got a hand on it, but he stays with it. Here's Sura on the mark with the triple. He's got 9.
Well, he's really been big for their team, finding a way to consistently get it done on the scoreboard.
And let's go to Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have for us?
Kevin, Byron Scott, the Cavs' new head coach. Previously, he had been with the Nets for 4 seasons, the Hornets for 5, and had success with both franchises. The Nets made 2 NBA Finals appearances. The Hornets made the Western Conference Finals. With LeBron leaving the Cavs, Scott said, I don't think this is a rebuilding team. I have to do it a little bit differently, but our mindset is the same. I think I'm the perfect guy for this job. Not sure others would feel the same, gentlemen.
About their chances, that is. Yeah, it may take a while. Thanks, Doris. And making a change here, the Cavaliers. Plumlee with it. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the general. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. As we grind through the season, let's see how the East is shaping up. So look at Cleveland. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, Chicago right on their heels. The first one falls.
They find themselves down here in the first, and a lot of that can be attributed to the early foul trouble.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And I love the unselfishness. It's a joy to watch.
He can't complete the three-point play. And here are the Bulls now, trailing by 17.
That's right, fellas. Don't be afraid to power it down.
Yeah, Clark, a good capper at the end of that play. From the stripe, and Cleveland again with the bucket. Here's the general. 14 points for him.
Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
Baseline J kept alive. Outside Pippen. Drops it in from 12 feet. Pippen's got 8 points.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot.
And here is West. Right now averaging 7 points a game. From 20 feet out. Shot's good by Mills. He's got 8. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 17-point game. Here's the general. Shoots from the corner. Scooped up. Here's Pippen. And a great second effort right there.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
And the Cavaliers with possession. The lead is 15. Number 1 takes it up, hangs and hits. And the Cavaliers lead by 17.
What an explosive quarter he's had so far. I mean, he has an answer for every single defense that's been thrown at him so far.
Now here's Jordan. Can't hit the jumper after freeing himself up with the pump fake. Inside, Mills. West outside. Jacks up the triple. Tony Kukoc comes up with the rebound. And here's Kukoc. Poked away. An interesting start to this one here. First quarter wraps up. Cavaliers lead by 17.
Well, they're in attack mode now, Kevin. Every time they get the ball, they're coming right at you, looking for contact, and looking for buckets right at the 10.
More great action when... And as the second quarter begins... And the Bulls making a change here. And Mills. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Here's Sura. Scooped up. And the basket by Hill.
They've really been tremendous with their second chance points here. I mean, those are backbreakers. When you can get put back, those demoralize the opposition.
Number 1 goes up. Some solid defense from Pippen.
Kevin, he doesn't miss those layups often. Interior D made him think about that one, though.
Connects from in close. 16 points for him. Big time lead they've got.
Yeah, they're playing extremely well.
Sura takes it up. The shot no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Pass to Jordan. Here's the general. Shoots it up. Scooped up. A second chance effort. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. Jordan's got 10.
I like the job they're doing. A much better job of getting him involved in the offense here in the second quarter. He went hard all the way right there. There's no back down in this guy. He's got one speed forward.
Oh, was that nasty?
Very.
Harper the pass to Pippen. They rule this one goaltending. Count the shot.
When he gets it going like this, you got to double team it. That's your only hope.
So it's Cleveland now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. One thing about Cleveland last year, Clark, the Cavs not only finished top 5 in their own score, but also top 5 in their opponents' field goal percentage. Not bad.
No, that's excellent. And that's the one stat defensively that you tend to look at. Not necessarily points allowed, but field goal defense. How many shots are you challenging? How tough are you making it for the opposition? And when you can excel in that area, then you have the ability to dominate, much like the Cavs did all year in that particular area.
Here is Harper, averaging 10 points per contest. Here's the general. pass to Rodman. Again, Chicago.
They've dialed up the intensity a notch here. Almost hitting on half of their attempts after struggling with shooting in the first half.
Got a piece of it. Uncovered. Kept the ball.
Now that's what you're supposed to do with an offensive rebound. Don't play around with it. Rise up and send it home.
Just a tear to have to deal with down there.
Yeah, he's an animal in the lane.
Here's the general. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. You look at Chicago, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
Forget about what happened last year. Forget what may happen the rest of this year. These guys have settled into a great shooting rhythm over the last month, and both teams hope it continues.
And checking out Cleveland, a little bit down the ladder. They shoot the ball so well, one of the best. So both teams changing it up here. Number 1 goes up, and that's collected by Longley.
Once he gets it inside, Kevin, he's really a good finisher. That's a good effort defensively to force the miss.
Pass to Jordan. Second chance shot. Gets it to go. Jordan's got 14.
When you get a hot hand like him, it's real simple. You need to keep going with it.
From 11 feet away, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. Well, Clark, now it looks like we've got an injury, and he may have to come out of the game. That doesn't look good.
Kevin, this is certainly one aspect of the game that you never want to see. Hopefully the injury's not too severe, and he'll be able to return to action soon.
And he makes the first. From everything you hear, Clark, the Bulls players have a good locker room, great chemistry. Guys really get along.
Yeah, it seems like that, Kevin, and that's always what you're looking for, the intangibles. Guys that want to play together, that want to be together, and that have each other's back.
Here's the general. 18 points for him. Here's Pippen, and he jams it in beautifully.
One hand, 2 hands. This guy's so good, he might be able to dunk it with no hands.
I knew you were going there. Hey, from that position, he's always going to find a way to throw that thing down. And making a change here, the Cavaliers. West is checked in. So it's Cleveland now. 15-point game. Longley on him. West, baseline jumper.
Normally he sinks that shot. His mid-range game is excellent. He just misfired that time.
Here's Pippen, and it's Chicago scoring again.
That's simply what a superstar does. He can make the most difficult plays look silky smooth.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Tough break there, Kevin. You hate to see a guy go down with an injury. Let's hope he can get back soon.
And the Bulls making a change here. And Cleveland has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And the basket by Hill.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2. And here's what the Chicago Bulls schedule is looking like. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
Well, just take a look at what Jordan's done tonight. He's got 14 points and a steal.
Clark, you know, there's been some talk recently that there's a shakeup coming for the Basketball Hall of Fame. You think that's welcome news?
I think so. You always have to look at any type of process involving voting. And it had been secretive, and there had been some controversy about omission, so it's always good to try to fine-tune the voting process.
Arcs it high.
He hasn't been able to get on track here.
And here are the Bulls now. They trail by 14. Left side, Jordan. Here's the general. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. He's got 20.
Well, they're down right now in the game here, but they've been doing a really good job of getting open and knocking down their shots. And that's a big improvement over how they came out of the gates.
West against Jordan. West behind the arc. No good from West. And it's the Bulls with the ball. A 12-point game. Jordan. Marshall hauls it in off the glass.
He tried to add a little flavor to that one. Maybe was thinking about the highlight reel, but then he missed the shot.
Number one. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Now Longley. No point. Oh!
Boy, he can produce some rim rattlers, Kevin. This guy can fly.
Well, the whole building, Clark, knows what's going to happen when he goes up. So here is West. 10-point lead.
Nice job to advance the orange. Way to get it up court for the open finish.
And here are the Bulls now. Here's the general. He's got 22. Takes a three. Hill snatches it inside.
A rare miss on that one, bailed out the defense. He'll usually make you pay for soft serve defense like that.
Now here's Jordan. He's got 15. A moment for the Gatorade injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. He told me he strained his lower back, and it's got him in a lot of pain right now. If he were to miss a long period of time, it would be a tough obstacle for this team to overcome this winter. Kevin, we'll see.
Thanks for the update, Doris.
You know, Kevin, everybody wants to know how things are looking for him right now. That's the question. That's the way to manufacture your shot against the taller defender. Solid effort.
Chicago calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's the general. 2:54 left in the second. And again, Chicago, no good.
Well, Kev, they're making a strong statement under the boards. I mean, out-rebounding by a pretty good margin here.
Here's Mills. That one laid up and in off the glass. 10 points for him. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 16. Here's the general. Here's Kukoc. It's on.
They're hitting the boards with a vengeance. That's been a big factor in building this lead.
Number one. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's the general. From the wing. Patapika inhales it. Takes it up. Luke Longley grabs the miss. A challenging stretch here for Chicago. It's a 16-point game to end the drought. And it's Brown missing.
Given his sorry shooting touch, you'd think he'd know better than to put that shot up. Well, there's another reminder.
Here's Mills, and great assist as he lays that one in. He's got 12.
Kevin, they haven't attempted as many threes here in the second, and I think they're trying to get the ball inside more.
Longley with it. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Goes up, kept alive. Here's the general. Another shot. Good as the jump shot falls. He's got 24. 10 in this quarter alone. Number one. Buries it from outside.
He can be dangerous from out there. As a matter of fact, he can be lethal. His first from the arc after having none in the first quarter. Keep an eye on him.
Here's the general. He's got 24 from downtown. It's rebounded by West.
They've been really strong on the glass thus far.
Sure have. Number one. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Well, everybody's trying to do it one-on-one defensively. I'm not seeing much help defense out there at all. You've got to play together at the defensive end of the floor. You have to if you're going to try to win.
Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the general. Shot clock at 5. 3 on the clock. Scooped up. And that's off as he tries to beat the buzzer. And the first half wraps up with a dominating performance underway. Cavaliers on top, delivering the blowout.
Thanks for tuning in to the HP Halftime Report. Out in Cleveland, it's been a one-sided affair. The Cleveland Cavaliers ahead again. A pair of guys here who've been factors for their teams.
And as we begin the second half, it's been a one-sided affair so far. We'll see if this half is more competitive. Now the Bulls with it. So with Pippen sitting on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. The general, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Michael Jordan. Longley out there with Dennis Rodman. Cavaliers on D. Dennis Rodman missing his last shot.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
And Cleveland has possession. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Potapico backs in. Blocked. And so here is Chicago, trailing by 19. Michael Jordan on the wing. 15 points in the game. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. Take a look at the Bulls. This is a team that likes to cause some havoc. The best in the league at it.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
And Cleveland has possession. They lead by 17. Number 1. And good with the shot. And the whistle blows for the contact and a chance for one more. When you look back at the course of the regular season for the Cavs, I mean, they had the 4th best offensive efficiency, Clark, in the league, and taking high percentage shots.
Well, part of that is being comfortable with one another, understanding where you're going to get your shots from.
Patience.
That helps. That's very important. Make that ball move. Make the defense move, and let the good shot show itself to you and then be in a position to knock it down. That's a nice finish in transition, partner. That's exactly how you run the break.
And Cleveland has possession. Here's Sura. Hangs in the air. Can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
Well, Kevin, they need to crash the boards effectively here.
And you're right, they need to rebound more effectively if they want to come back.
They need to do that and make all of the small plays, the little things, the loose balls, 50-50 balls that don't show up in the stat sheet, yet put your team in position to win. You know, it went in, but even if it didn't, you could call getting a shot that close a successful offensive trip, a good quality look.
Now look at the Cavaliers' upcoming schedule. They'll be taking on the Miami Heat. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Roll it.
Here's the general. He has 30. In Little Longley.
Give me that.
And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. So it's Cleveland now. 17-point game. With the wide open look, the shot misses. So the Bulls will take it the other way. It's Jordan on the wing. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Rodman. And again, no good by Chicago.
I'm sure he'd like to have a do-over here. He just hasn't been able to make a significant contribution in this one.
Shot's good by Mills.
He's a streaky shooter, but when he gets it going, he can put points on the board in a real hurry.
Longley backs down. Kept alive, goes back up, and good as he lays it up and in. He's got 32.
Right now, he's just too good, Kevin. Way too good. They need to bring a second defender and try to make him give up the ball. You can't try those unless your man is wide open, Kevin.
Stuffed. And the Cavaliers with possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Syrup guarded by Jordan. Number 1 takes it up. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They trail by 18. The 3 scooped up. Rodman tries to drop it in, but it won't go.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
He's pummeled and will have a chance for 2 at the line. And there's the call. Chicago the foul.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
The first free throw is good. Making a switch here, the Bulls. Brown's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's the general. He's got 32. A quick shot. Mills gets the board inside. Just over 8 minutes left in the third quarter. The general gets called for the reach. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, Chicago. Number 1. It's blocked. And here are the Bulls now from deep. Jordan with another miss. They double him with Jordan, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Here's the general. Hits the quick shot. He's got 34.
Tell you what, I like the way he's picked his spots on when to get involved in the offense.
To the paint, Hill, Rodman.
He has the ability to turn every dunk into something special. And that's exactly what he did.
Well, even when you're waiting for a jam like that, it still blows you away.
Yeah, it's special.
Here's the general. He's got 34.
Kevin, you know, I love that. Finishing strong.
For a backcourt player, Clark, he looks right at home, driving to the hoop. Here's Mills. Off the mark with the 3 ball. This game a pretty lopsided one.
Yeah, and they need to find some answers and quickly.
And here's Longley. Leads him in. Deflected.
Great jump on the dump inside.
With the teardrop, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's the general. He's got 36. For 3. Kept alive.
That's a fantastic effort, Kevin. I mean, really, offensive rebounds are so important to helping your team win.
Clark, just look at how he used his strength to get back up and finish.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Easy shot. Rebounded by Rodman.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
Turnover by the Bulls. Cleveland with the ball. 16-point lead. Number 1 goes up, and that's good on the layup. 27 points for him.
Kev, you can't let him get the ball that close to the basket. By that time, it's already too late.
Now Brown looking for his first bucket of the game.
Your team doesn't need that mistake. You got to be efficient. Excellent defense, and the steal earns them a quick bucket in transition.
Chicago calls timeout. And making a change here, the Cavaliers. West is checked in. And the Bulls making a change here. Here's the general, averaging 33 points a contest. West picks him up. Scooped up. Here's Cathy, blocked. Mills with it. West up on top. Guarded by Jordan. Here's Hill. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He's got a sky-high field goal percentage, and that's because he's been working to get good looks.
Here's the general. Rebounded. Cathy got a piece of it. And Cleveland has possession. Here's Mills. He's off from three. And here are the Bulls now.
Hey, come around, come around.
Here's the general. Shoots it. Nets it from the wing. He has 38 in the game. So it's Cleveland now. Here's Hill. Rips it down.
Beautiful pass there to find this man streaking up court.
Here's the general. He has 38 in the game. Let's loose for three. Hill yanks down the defensive rebound. And the Cavaliers with possession. Shot's good by Mills.
Those floaters are difficult to hit, but he made it look easy right there.
Jordan dishes to Rodman. Defended by West. Here's the general. Hill grabs the rebound inside. Up ahead, here's Sura. Nails it from close range. 16 points for him.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Come on, man, box him out.
Here's the general. On the line. That's good. He's shooting 12% from three-point range. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Now Mills. Jams it home.
Uh-oh. A little bit of a statement made there while he hung on the rim.
That's one way to make sure the whole building knows exactly what you just did. Outside Jordan. The dump off. From deep. What a shot. 43 points in the game.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
The three ball. No good. And Cleveland will take it the other way. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 16-7 run. And so here is Chicago. Here's the general. Takes it up. Can't get the double clutch layup to drop. Jordan against West. Fires top of the key. And Cleveland again with the bucket. Here's the general. 43 points in the game.
I got him. I got him.
Pass to Jordan. Over Hill. Jordan's shot is off.
He just hasn't been able to get on track in this game. Not like he would like to. He's a much better shooter.
So for the Bulls. Here's the general. The three. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. The second effort. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. Two free throws coming up. And the first one at the line is good. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And so he hits both. Last season, there were some who thought that maybe changes needed to be made to the All-Star voting format.
Yeah, after Allen Iverson was selected as a starter and Tracy McGrady, who hadn't played a game, was almost voted in. I like the fact the fans can vote, but maybe the percentage of impact that their vote has needs to be reduced. What passion for the game. They're putting on a clinic out there.
Here comes Harper and West. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
He's having a very poor half from long range. He can't find the net from there, and the defense knows it.
Number 14. No luck on the three-point attempt. Now the Bulls with it.
I see you, I see you. Knock that down.
From deep three-point range.
They've really done a great job securing the rebounds, Kevin.
They got the advantage right now, Clark, +5. And like we were saying, having more rebounds helps in so many ways.
Well, here with the lead, it's important that you eliminate second chance opportunities for your opponents and then get some of those yourself. Got an open look out there in transition and did not hesitate. That's a nice shot.
The Bulls commits an intentional foul.
The team just got steamrolled tonight. What are your thoughts after a performance like that?
We just didn't have it. Flat out didn't have it. I know we're capable of better. Coach knows we're capable of better. And you guys know we're capable of better. I'm looking at this like a bump in the road. We're past it now, so no point in lingering on it. Next game's gotta be better. It's gotta be better. Gotta be.